What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and we are live. So, what's up, Chris? I see a bunch of people now. So what's up, Fabiano? What's up, Mr. T? Geo in the house. Nice to see you guys. So, we've got a lot to talk about today. I don't have Kevin with me today. I am going to ask Kevin to come on board next week, though, to give us an update. We are straight up in the thick of things. And as usual, I got my cell phone here. I got all my notes. I got all the actionable things of the week. I've got what's hot, what's not, what's sold, what's sitting on the shelf and is not selling, and what I might have to return to places. Remember, at the end of the day, the name of the game is reselling and what you can find out there to resell on places like eBay and Craigslist. And so today we're going to talk about a number of topics, but potentially one of the biggest questions that I get asked quite often is how can you tell if something is going to be epic? And we're talking about like things like this, right? I've got several PS5s here behind me. I actually got another few. I copped one on Costco and also copped another one on Walmart. So how many PS5s any of you have copped? How many PS5s out there? I don't know. Chris, have you actually copped a PS5? I'm curious. I know you've been trying to hustle for those. I've also copped plenty of Switches. So I'm surrounded by Switches all over the place here. There's a lot of Switches here, Fortnite ones, as well as Mario Kart 8. And so it's like console mania this year around. And I wouldn't panic if you got that consoles. And I'm also going to show you today what is the absolute best place to sell, particularly the PS5. There's a place that's just right now, just crushing it. That's super safe, super quick. And it's where I'm actually selling all my PS5s. Although I will say this much, Kevin has sold 2 now on eBay. So he's getting over $1,000 for those PS5s. So if you have not gotten those PS5s, still be on the lookout. Big news, one major site has not dropped these PS5s. I don't know about you guys. I know that once Amazon has dropped PS5s. That's it, just one time. That's all. And that one time, one of the members in our group, Giancarlo, he sold that thing within 15 minutes of copying that sucker. He'd already sold it for over $1,000 on eBay. So, like I said, Amazon, still crickets. I don't know where those PS5s are. I have been hoping that they're coming out. I've been crossing my fingers. Walmart, Walmart has had a couple drops. They probably will still continue to have some. According to Sony, more will be coming out. So I'm expecting Walmart. So make sure if you guys have not actually gotten those links that I gave out both on this live last week, as well as I can post them here below if you guys want them. They're direct add to cart links where if that PS5 goes live on Walmart, and you use that link, it's game over. You will 100% cop if it goes live and you click that link fast enough. It's going to add them to your cart and you're going to be able to immediately check out, which is pretty exciting. That's how I managed to cop 2 and maybe even 3 on Walmart. I already lost track on Walmart. I know I've got one coming from Costco for sure, and I've got one from somewhere else coming. So I managed to cop quite a few. Chris says he's losing hope, and he's really been trying so hard. Chris, a lot of it is the name of the game is you just have to be at the right place at the right time, particularly with these consoles that are fire right now. Like the PS5, it's ridiculous how fire they are. And we've gotten some crazy calls on Craigslist from people trying to buy Xboxes for like $400. So there's a lot of people out there trying to test the waters to see if you really have it. So we'll talk about in a minute what my absolute favorite place is to sell the consoles. There is going to be a percentage, but I think it's a lot safer than meeting people on the streets and or even going with eBay, because I've heard a lot of scam stories with eBay with really high dollar amounts. So we'll talk about that here in a second. But let's first talk about where and when we can where we should sell these PS5s. And I'm going to show you guys right now the site that I am going to be choosing to sell them. So let me go ahead and start with the screen share because I got a lot to show you all. So let me start with the screen share. The last time it was like a little bit odd looking when I actually went to screen share. Let's see how it looks this time. So I'm going to go ahead and do the screen share now. And let's see how it looks. If it still shows this like lame little thing on the side of my big giant fat head, I'm just going to remove my big giant fat head just like that. So, all right, here we are with StockX. So I'm going to jump into StockX. I obviously removed my big giant freaking fat head because I don't think anybody would want to stare at that. So we're going to go in here, go to StockX and look for the PlayStation 5, right? That's it. It's going to be this US plug Blu-ray edition console. Remember, there's a digital and a physical edition. I've got all of the physical editions right now. If we take a look at the last set of sales, they're coming in at around $950. So StockX charges 12.5%, and that includes PayPal fee, that includes shipping fee, and everything. So the way it works on StockX, for those of you guys that have not ever sold on there, I would recommend 100% getting an account, getting started, at least with this, because in the future, we will have sneakers drops with the sneakers apps. Whether you're in Europe, whether you're in Canada, whether you're in America, sneakers drops can be for anyone in the world. Like there is local drops for all the different actual nations. So it pays to just kind of be at your app every now and then for a sneakers drop. You never know when you're just going to get a pair of shoes that's going to resell for $500 to $700. I mean, Kevin got one or two already this year just for having his phone. So you can't tell me that an extra $600 a year is going to help you out. I definitely think that that's a fact. I think it'll help anybody out. So what you do is you get this StockX account, you sign up, and the way that StockX works is you list this thing. So if I want to sell mine, all I'll actually do is hit sell. And then I basically tell StockX, hey, yo, I've got a PS5. I'd like to sell this thing. And then I give them a ask amount and what I'm asking for this PS5. Right now, there is an 888 bid amount. Now, you might be wondering, what does that 888 bid amount mean? Well, it means that whoever is putting this bid, the $888, is saying, I will pay anyone who wants to sell their PlayStation 5 immediately for $888. Like, I'll take it right now. And what you do to calculate how much you'll get is you'll take 12.5% of the 888, and that's what you end up with. And what happens is once you agree to do that, StockX will give you a shipping label, you slap it on, you box it up, you take it to UPS, it's prepaid, you don't have to worry about the shipping and handling. And as soon as it arrives to StockX, they will verify that it is a legit PS5. And then once they verify that, it gets shipped to the buyer. The buyer gets their PS5. It's all fun and games. It's all happiness. Everybody's puppy dogs and candy canes, thrilled about this shit. And you get your money just like that. It's a very simple process. You don't have to worry about anything other than that. They take care of the shipping. You don't have to figure out how much you're going to have to ship it for and all that good stuff. You just straight up sell it like that. So that's why I'm picking StockX. I will probably list at about the 1,000 mark and hope that in a week these prices come up as less and less PS5s happen and the buyer frenzy has somewhat heightened. Anyone else experiencing the buyer frenzy right now where there's a ton of actual sales? Like, I mean, a ton of sales right now. I'm going to show my eBay here in a second, but let's go back over to the screen and let's jump back on here. Give me a second. All right, here I am. Let's see what the comments say. If I bought 3 from Walmart, that means you have 3 accounts. Yes, I do have multiple Walmart accounts. I don't just have 3. I've got several. And the primary reason that I have that is because of the fact that you got to have several, because then you're able to buy several of everything. That's the best bet. Fabiano says, did I miss something or did you say you make 12%? No, what I mean, Fabiano, is off the 888. Like, let's say you sold it for 888. You're going to pay StockX 12.5% of the 888. So if we do the math on that, let's take a look. 888 times 0.5%. I can't even add or anything. I just know this is 111 minus the 888 means that you're going to net 777, which is lucky. They're Vegas, baby. We're in Vegas. 777. And let's say it cost you, what were these things costing? $499, 560 minus 565. We'll say you make $213 like that. So yeah, that doesn't sound like a lot. 1,000 on eBay sounds a lot better, but it's through StockX. It's all safe. It's fast. You can get the money like that. I'm going to list them for about 1,000. So based off the 1,000, I'm going to end up paying StockX about $125. So that means that leaves me with 875 minus the 550. That is like 200 or maybe 300. I don't know. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at math. Like, don't even ask me to do 1 + 2 or you're screwed. So I paid $499. Yes, Mr. T, I paid $499 for the PS5s. They are selling right now for, like I said, Giancarlo in our group sold his for $1,086.15, I think is what he got. I remember his screenshot. So all good stuff. And you know, excuse me, guys, if I'm off a little bit today. I did go out last night drinking tequila, so I still feel like I got some tequila in my body. I got to say, I had one too many tequilas, and then I had to get back to work and make sure things get shipped and stuff. So that's the name of the game. And sometimes you need to have a couple drinks when things aren't selling a little, you know? So, all right, let's see what else we got on the agenda. That's StockX. So I want you guys to be aware that StockX is a fantastic option, not only to sell sneakers, they've got a lot of clothes that are coming up, and they've also got PS5s and consoles. So that's really fantastic. All right, so let's get next order of business that I want to talk about here is, let's see. we've got the fact that there's still PS5s out there. So don't lose hope. Have those links, Chris. Hang on to those links, and hopefully you will cop. Now, here's another thing. If you have not seen my video on how to cop a PS5, it says something like got PS5. I want you to watch it because every single site has a different way to cop, right? So I covered the sites that I've copped at and how I was able to cop it. My favorite sites thus far have been Walmart. They've also been Best Buy, which puts you in a queue system, which Best Buy's queue system is a lot more efficient than even Sony's queue system. Like, what is up with Sony's queue system? I freaking hate that queue system. It really sucks. Like, it really sucks. Like, I don't even know. I don't want to say anything else about Sony's queue system because I love the fact that Sony put out the PS5 and I'm able to resell it. So that's fantastic. So Walmart special links, make sure you have those. I will put them below in the description when we're done with this. So if you see it, come on Walmart, like, click those bitches, get it going, and you're going to have a winner on your hands if you do it with perfect timing. Now, who copped on Cyber Monday? I found like almost every Cyber Monday deal other than the Target one for the Pokemon tins was total trash. And I think the Target Pokemon tin one was a Black Friday. So I am holding the tins. I think they just got here. But I'm a Pokemon buy and hold. It's like crypto. It's like HODL. Pokemon is HODL for me. I don't know for you guys, but they are doubling in money. You can get a pretty good return on those Pokemon tins. So Amazon, we're still waiting on that. Cyber Monday, just total trash. But let's have a look at my recent sales. Let me get this question from Fabiano first, and then we're going to take a look at some recent sales as well as some upcoming drops. And then I'm going to answer the question that is on everybody's mind. Like, Liz, how much tequila did you drink, for Christ's sake? Like, we're concerned about you. But don't worry, guys. The tequila was all fun and games until my favorite bartender friend started to just keep pouring them. So, all right, let's talk about the Cyber Monday total trash. We did the recent sales. Let's look at my recent sales. Fabiano says, I don't know where you are, but I'm in Orlando. I can get the kids at Best Buy to try them, put them aside from you. Fabiano, if you got some hookups at Best Buy, dude, this is the hottest thing right now in the entire world. Every kid wants one of these, and they're massive. Like, seriously, it's taking both hands for me to hold this up. They're like ridiculously massive. They're awesome. I've looked at them. I've wanted to keep one. I've admired them. But then I realized the words of someone in Scarface said, do not get high on your own supply. So don't do that. How about the XY packs you said were in them? The XY packs are worth $10. So that's the value of the tin itself. You can't beat that. That's why it's a hold for me. I don't believe they're remaking the Evolutions XY. So I'm fine with keeping those things and waiting till that puppy goes up. So it's a personal choice, Chris. You can definitely, just like my drinking last night was a personal choice. You can definitely hodl them, or you can sell them. It's entirely up to you. But I'm gonna hold them. It's also, if you're a Pokemon collector and you like to open things, it's very worthwhile to just open up that box because the box is it's $10. It's almost like free money, almost like. I don't want to say it's free because you paid $10 for it, but all the rest of the cards are free. You can sell the Evolutions pack, and then you can open up the rest of them, try to get some holos or whatever it is that you're looking for. You're a diehard Pokemon guy. You know a lot better about the cards than I do. I just know the cards that make the green. That's it. That's all I look for. So I don't really know many of the characters that well anymore. I completely forgot. So, all right. So that is about it with the Cyber Monday total trash. Let's look at my sales now. Let's jump in and look at some sales and see what's happening. Now, you guys remember, this is my side hustle. So obviously, you know, it's not like I'm not going to be making a ton of money with this since it is my side hustle. Right now, I've got, let's take a look at the orders I've got here. So let's look at what sold. Now, this is the past week. Let's talk about the past week. So I think, left off with maybe these clothing items and stuff. I think we saw these shoes that sold. This awesome jersey that I got for $5.99 or $6.99 sold for $60. These Jordans sold for $90 that I picked up for $30, $30-something. This cam here was, I don't know if you guys remember when I kind of went through that really bad mental period where like I was just completely didn't even want to work or anything for like 4 months after my mom passed away. It was a terrible time in my life. And I sat on these, which is a bad thing. But my whole purpose of keeping these and hanging on to them and now starting to sell them is to show you guys that no matter what you cop out there, even if Walmart or Amazon comes in stock with it, you can still sell these at break even or make a profit. So what happened with these is I copped them around the time that my mom passed away. I sat on them for, I can't even tell you how long it was. It was for months and months. I want to say 6 months now. And just now they did sell. So the proof is in the pudding. This works even if you have bad timing on it, even if you think you got stuck with stuff. Like, unfortunately, I sat on this for 6 months. However, remember, if you got your head in the game, you cop some stuff and then you can't sell it, like you can return it. So that's the greatest thing ever. Like you can return it. Like there's been some things that I've called out that haven't worked out, but the odds are in, the numbers are in some products. They aren't in the others. Sometimes it just happens like that. So I still sold this. Here's some baseball cards, made a profit on these. I sold 2 to the same guy, some more shoes here. And here's another item that I want to talk about. It's these sewing machines. These are the same things. Copped them around the period of time where my mom passed away. I was not in the greatest mental headspace. I took 4 months off. These sat in my actual apartment for 4 to 5 months. Like they're just stacked in the bottom of my closet. I still have a couple more. And now they're selling for a profit still. So again, this stuff, it's going to still sell. I still got some swimming pools that I still haven't in my apartments. And I'm telling you guys, the swimming pools, I'm not worried about them. They're going to sell. I just had to sit on them. So that's an unfortunate thing, but here we go. More sewing machines. And then this pair of shoes. Now I want to remind you guys about the shoes. Like these shoes that you see me displaying here with no box. I got all these at Ross and Marshall's in a 7-day span, and they're still selling. I got already all my money back. So now everything that I make is pure profit, icing on the cake. These I picked up for $3 in Ross, and I just sold them for $40. So it was a pretty quick and easy thing. Sold them for $40. Those are going extremely well. Let's look on StockX. If we go into my account here and let's go to selling, let's take a look at my history. I've got 4 listed right now. I don't think I have any pending. No, but I just sold this past week. And I think you guys saw these KD trays. So I'm kind of running low on StockX. I haven't done any sneakers in a while. I saw that there was a little bit of interest in my shoe hustle video. So I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that or continue working with my bots that I do have that I just haven't used. Same thing with GOAT. I did sell a pair of Metcons on GOAT. So on GOAT, it was some really ugly shoes that were at Marshall's that nobody was buying, and the GOAT on GOAT I sold them because they had the box, so that worked out super well. And shoes have generally been selling, about 10 to 15 pairs a week for me, so it's all good. But other than that, that's kind of where I'm at with my sales. I do imagine that this week they're going to pick up drastically, and I'm excited for that and looking forward to that. Now, on to what I copped this week. So let's talk about what I copped, and let's talk about what you guys copped. And I copped an actual couple switches. They have not arrived yet. I think the Fortnite ones got here. We'll see if they turn out to be pretty good. We've got a couple Mario Kart switches arrived. I just put them up on eBay, so we'll see what happens there. My biggest bottleneck for me is getting stuff listed, but now I got my assistant Rob doing that. I've also got a Filipino that is going to learn that, and then we'll try and kind of get that systemized, and that way I don't have to do too much, because I kind of more or less enjoy doing the YouTube content. So let me see what other questions there are. I kind of told you guys today was going to be quick and dirty. There's really not a lot to talk about since we're right in the thick of things. There have been a couple pieces that I've seen that popped up. We will have Kevin on here to lead us through in some of the brand new stuff. I did want to remind everybody, though, I'm going to answer some questions here. I'm going to show you how to be able to tell if something's going to be epic, but I'm going to look at the chat here first, and then we'll talk about that. And then I'll remind you guys about the special deal we do have. The Discord server link is below. That is still going to be free for the next couple days. So you guys should get in there if you're not already in there to see what all the hype's about. It's going to expand, and it's going to expand into some pretty neat things. So we're going to be adding sneakers. We're going to be adding Pokemon. We're going to be adding a bunch of things. So, hey, Joanne, what's up? Joanne from Oregon here. Let's see. Fabiano says, off topic, will you be releasing that merch video today? That merch, yeah, don't worry, Fabiano. You can ask anything here. The merch video that you asked me for, I want you to write up here, Fabiano, what you want me to film a video about, and I will do one just for you, buddy. So in the comments, tell me what you want on that merch video, and then I'll do that for you for next week. I'll get it out, maybe even this weekend. I'll get it out one of these. if I recover, I'm going to just stay home the next 2 days. I'm not going out anymore. I'm not drinking any more tequila. I'm done for the next couple weeks. So I'm going to be at it. I'm going to be trying to get this stuff sold. And I'm going to make sure that I get all your questions answered, even if they're off topic. If they're merch, that's fantastic. I love merch. You saw my turkey shirt. It rocked the house. My turkey girl shirt is crushing it every single Thanksgiving. So next year, I'm guaranteeing that my turkey girl shirt was going to double in sales because I'm going to just crush it with the marketing. What's up, Julie from Pennsylvania? Chris says, yes, it's great that you can return, but the thing that bothers me is that my credit card is still used. Yeah. So let's talk about buying. How do you know you got a big winner on your hand, Chris? We're going to talk about here in a second. Let's see. I got 3 Fortnite switches. The Mario Kart for sure is a lock. It's going to be a winner. You should easily sell that. I have not tried to list Fortnite switches, but we'll be able to tell. And I'm telling you, right now, we're about to get into the thick of things. Like, people are going to start to panic this week and next week. And I even think the end of next week is a little too late. So you're going to start seeing a frenzy pretty soon. So be prepared. And the stuff that you can buy right now is the stuff that can still be fulfilled and people can still get by Christmas, but we're already December 4th. Like, the time is creeping up on us. And so any day now, we got like 2 weeks left, and then it's going to be too late for people to get stuff for Christmas. So this next 2 weeks, it's going to be crunch time for shoppers. So it's going to be an interesting thing. So, all right, let's talk about how to be able to tell something is epic and then how to plan for that. How to get in contact to talk business, just email me at info@lizherrera.com or info@ibuildyourbrand.com. Either one of those should work. All right, so let's talk about how to be able to tell something's epic. Number one, it's almost like a hunch, right? So like the switches is an actual educated guess. And the reason for that is you got certain situations where you know it's going to be hot because they've launched things before, and then things drop and then they sell out, right? So this can happen with rare prints. This can happen with things like, I'm trying to think of another thing other than rare prints, like the coins. That run happened the year before. Now they had another run. Next year, they'll have another run of coins, and those coins will always sell. So it's things like that where you know that they've sold in the past. Now they've got another run, and it's going to sell. And then there's situations where it's a seasonal thing. Like, for example, swimming pools in summer. Right now, the hot tub is actually selling really well because a lot of people like to just sit outside in the cold in their hot tub. And those portable hot tubs at Walmart they're about $600, and they pop up on Walmart every now and then for $299. I think we had them popping up for quite a while. If you look on eBay, those things are trending. So a lot of things are seasonal. Another example is the heating lamps. I've not seen a heating lamp in so long that it's sickening, yet those things are flying for like $400 and $500 locally, especially if you're in a cold region, which last I checked, the other night ago was 50 degrees in Miami. 50, that's cold. It's Miami. I don't even own a jacket. Like, I had to just go and buy a jacket because I don't even own a jacket. So those are seasonal things. And another example is the dumbbells. That's another example. And then there's hunches. Like, I think Kevin posted a jacket with a Baby Yoda hoodie thing. I got to be honest. I wanted to buy that thing for myself. Like, that's a hunch. Baby Yoda is fire right now. Everybody loves the little guy. And then it's just a cute little thing. And then it's seasonal, and it's only going to be out for a limited period. That's a hunch. But the fact remains that it's still in stock. So that's kind of what you got to look at to see if something's going to be hot. So what you want to do is, if you want to get into this business and you have a limited budget, at first you want to buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but don't get crazy and go and I think you made the right choice, Chris, getting all those consoles, and I think they're going to sell. But don't go crazy and then get like a Baby Yoda hoodie and then get like something else and something else. Like, stick to the things that you know that people are going to need and that other people have been selling regularly, like consoles. What's up, Ines? I'm trying to think what else. Like, the only things that I'm copying right now are consoles and consoles and shoes. Like, those have been my all year go-to plays that are selling. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's all I'm copying. I'm focusing, like, this is just my side hustle where I'm trying to teach you guys how to buy low and sell high. Pick a niche and focus on the niche. For Kevin, at first it was dumbbells, then it became heaters, and now it's consoles. He's on a roll. He sold 2 PS5s. And so pick one thing where you're going to like be a specialist in that one thing for like that little period of time, and then just try to cop as many dumbbells as you can and become a specialist in the dumbbells. So don't like get into a jack of all trades kind of thing. Pick something, go for it, and then become a specialist. Like, the thing about reselling is you're not going to get incredibly rich off of it when you first start. It's not until you develop a system and then in the future you like expand beyond reselling and stuff like that. It's going to be more or less an extra side hustle all the time. It's never going to be like, yeah, you can replace your income. There'll be some months where, like, I think I had 1 month during the summer where I was selling pools and I made like 10 to 15K. So that was just that one outlier month. But the rest of the time, it's been like, you saw my eBay sales right now. They're not that high. They're in the last 90 days. They're like, I don't know. Let's look in the last week. It's like 3, 7, like maybe 1,500 in sales, but 20% of that is probably the actual profit. It's not a lot. So it's not going to replace my obvious main job, which has been Amazon FBA for the most part for a long time, up until, you know, I've had the issues with my FBA account and stuff. So pick something. It's a side hustle. Pick something that you want to focus on. Don't get too obsessed in all the different things that there are out there, because they're all shiny objects, right? But at the end of the day, understand that you've got time to return things. So if they don't sell, get rid of them. Yeah, Chris says, I'm going crazy buying things. I trust you, and you also influence me to do this. You're my role model. I appreciate that, Chris, and I wouldn't lead you in the wrong direction. The reason I love this business model is this is a business model that I recommend to my friends and family, to people that need extra money, because there's really no way to fail. You can return stuff. It's a beautiful business model, and it's a way, like, don't go too nuts. It's never going to replace your main job, and it could. Don't get me wrong, it could if you put the time and effort into it. But start it off as a side hustle and look forward to making like a couple $100s a week. Don't try and shoot to like do $3,000 to $4,000 a month right away, because then it's going to be difficult for you and it's going to be very stressful. So I don't want stress upon anybody. So Fabiano, all right, you're putting the questions. Awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and copy that. And I'm going to make sure that I do a video just for you, Fabiano. Just for you. I appreciate you coming on this live. So advice for beginners in e-commerce. Anas, join our Discord group. It's free for the next couple days. If you're in the USA, it works. If you're international, that is coming soon. So I will have an international launch soon. But yeah, Chris, that's the problem. I understand. I've been there with the shiny object syndrome with the drops. Like, I see everything. I'm like, oh my God, I want this. I want to buy this, and then I want to sell it. And you're addicted to the purchase. You're addicted to buying it. You get like a dopamine hit, and then, you know, then it's sitting there and you're like, oh shit, this isn't moving. Like, what do I do now? Like, uh-oh. So yeah, it happens to everybody. Try to specialize in something. Julie says, need help to get started, have stuff to sell. Also want to do Amazon for extra money. Yeah. So Julie, I think I'm going to do a video this week of how to look. What I might do that will help you, Chris, and the other people in here like Julie, how to be able to find, like, how to figure what's good on Discord and what's not, like how to use Discord, which is awesome. Like, I mean, it's amazing. Frank says, if we are outside the state, should we sign up to the Discord group? Frank, yeah, I would wait. Where are you from, Frank? I'm going to definitely, as soon as I get some mods, I'm getting some mods. I'm going to make a couple people that are in the group that are very active, like mods, and they'll probably get a refund if they signed up. So I'm going to, yeah, Anas. So, okay. Yeah. Then for you, Anas, I would look at something like KDP or merch. Those are two good options for you. As Frank, where are you, Gio? Are you in? Okay, Frank. Yeah, Canada still has some good stuff, but we're not going to add it yet. Like I said, as soon as we add some mods, which we will be definitely adding here soon. So I'm going to be looking in the Discord group for some mods, and then give them free access for them to be able to like help beginners navigate around Discord, because it can be kind of overwhelming and confusing if you're not used to Discord. But Italy, yeah, we're going to add Italy soon, because like the sneakers drops are insanely easy to just, I mean, you sit there and you just try to win the raffle. And if you win the raffle, you get to buy the pair of sneakers and they sell. It's just that nice. They sell immediately on StockX. It's like easy money. So yeah, Italy, we will definitely add that geo, and I will let everybody know when that's added in. Europeans can get in there and make some money. I'm going to have a free trial for all Europeans, so they'll probably get like a month free, and you can get in there and try to make some money. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's all I have for today. I know it was short and sweet, but it's right. We're right in the thick of things. Obviously, the stress levels are high. If you're a seller, like I was out drinking tequila last night, stress is high. Got to do some YouTube videos, you know, and I had to get this out to tell you guys we're in the thick of things. Pretty soon, we're going to be counting our money. We're going to be happy that we got through everything, got through all this stress, and we made it to the end of Q4 because we're in full throttle now. I got my seatbelt fastened. I hope you got your seatbelt fastened. And that's it. Thanks for the love. Thanks for showing up. I will see you guys next week and show you what happens when we get right into the thick of things, and sales are going to definitely go up. You're going to see that this week. I'll see you all next week. Have a fantastic evening. Give me one shirt idea to sell on Amazon. I'll do a shirt idea. I'll throw a shirt idea in the actual thing. I actually got a fantastic idea for some shirts, and I don't know. I might not have time to execute them, so I might just give them out to everybody. Like I'll see what happens, but